prime time on the top game, it's a fine line. Man in the match, that's Daveye, he's the main guy, keep a close eye. Make sure you don't make no wrong play, cause I'm with Jose and Andre. And when Cyrus comes to walk in, you better know that you are watching Premier League. Daveye, tell him what time we on, what time we on. Time. Let me hear you say Premier League. Daveye, tell him what time we on, what time we on. Time.
Hello and welcome back to Premier League Primetime, and this is just the solo Daveye post-match reaction. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1, and woo! I am absolutely buzzing right now. It was a phenomenal performance from the lads. After that 4-0 thrashing against Brentford in the first 35 minutes, I certainly predicted we lose today, as did Huck, as did Jose, as did Sears, as did Andre. We all predicted we would lose today, but I said, look, if we're going to lose, give 110%. Give everything, This is a derby. There shouldn't be a whole lot of motivation in this game, right? And you know what? I have to give them credit because they put on that shirt, and they must have said to themselves, we need to fix up, and they did fix up. What an absolutely superb performance from the lads today. They deserve every bit of criticism against Brentford, but they deserve every bit of praise for their performance today, and it's about time they step up. As I said, Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. Let's just get right into the player ratings. Starting off in goal, Daveye. Almost got the clean sheet, but didn't quite get it. The goal from Mohamed Salah in the 81st minute, the rebound header, that wasn't his fault. Couldn't do anything about it, but didn't have a lot to do in the first half because Manchester United were so incredible. They outworked Liverpool. They were the better side. They were dominant for most of the first half. He defended brilliantly when times need be, and so Daveye didn't have a lot to do, but when he did have things to do, he was called into action and he handled it superbly. Played out the back when he needed to, played it long when he needed to. It looked comfortable from De Gea today, so I'll give him a 7. I actually liked what I saw from him today. Into the back four, and I'll start with Diogo Dalot, another player who I just keep praising, and another player who I have said time and time again is just growing, getting better and better and better. He was fantastic today. Luis Diaz, towards in the second half, got no change. He got no change, nothing out of, not a sniff out of Diogo Dalot, nothing. And that was a superb performance from Diogo Dalot today. Very impressed with him today. I would give him a 7 today. I thought he was immense. Speaking of immense, was our center back pairing, who I've gotten to see the center back pairing, which I have been crying out for since the start of the season. I'll start off with Rafael Varane, and I loved that rugby tackle on Luis Diaz. I thought that was absolutely amusing, but he was imposing. Was very, very good today. Did the Van Dijk job, actually. He mopped everything up, cleaned everything up. Was really, really good today, and I was super, super impressed with Rafael Varane today. Very, very, very good performance from our World Cup winner. Fantastic. I will give him a 7 as well. Into the next center back. He may be 5'9", but he plays as if he's 7 foot tall in regards to his presence today. The Butcher of Amsterdam, as they call him, Lisandro Martinez. What an unbelievable performance this guy had. This guy looked as if, he was ready to go to war, and he went to war. Mo Salah got bullied. Firmino got bullied. Their right-hand side got bullied by Lisandro Martinez. What a absolutely fantastic performance by this young man from Argentina, 23 years of age. Wow, I was stunned. That was an absolutely immense performance from me. He gets a 9. I think he maybe could have done a little bit better with trying to clear the ball up the line for the Salah goal, but that's if I'm being super nitpicky. But he gets a 9, man of the match for me. He was exceptional today, absolutely superb from Lisandro Martinez, and shows why I've backed him since he's come in. On to the left back, Tio Malasa getting the start for Luke Shaw today, and I thought he was absolutely superb today. Did everything he was supposed to do. Salah was kept quiet for basically the whole game. Didn't really have any chances to cut inside, nothing. And Luke Shaw will probably be sweating. He's my guy, but he will probably be sweating for the upcoming fixture against Southampton. But that was marvelous performance from Tio Malasa. He was getting up and down that flank so well, along with Delo. Fantastic, absolutely superb from Tiro Malasa at 7. Into the midfield, Scott McTominay, and everyone knows my thoughts on Scott McTominay, that he's not the one to express a whole lot of technical ability, footballing intelligence. One can't question his commitment to the badge, his passion, his desire, his will to fight for this club. And when this game came around, as annoyed as it was initially seeing him in the lineup, I thought, you know what? I think he might have a good game today. And his passing, a lot of mistakes, constantly giving the ball away, trying to dribble through 3 players. I was just like, why? What on earth are you doing? But defensively, he got stuck in very well. And it was decent enough for McTominay. Definitely his best performance so far this season. I thought he was okay. Nothing amazing, nothing special, but I thought he was all right. I'll give him a 6. Christian Eriksen, I'll give him a 6 as well. He did some good things, put in some great crosses into the box. Other than that, just kind of went about his business quietly. He didn't do anything a whole lot special. Gave some terrific Hollywood balls. Sometimes they went out of play. And I mean, for me, I just thought he was okay. Like McTominay, nothing special. I feel like those two were okay midfield. I just didn't see a whole lot of communication between the two. I just don't think. But good thing the arrival of Casemiro will certainly mean the end of Mick Erickson, Ferrickson, and McFred. Certainly, it has to be. So I will give Christian Eriksen a 6. Into the attacking trio, start with Anthony Elanga, and I thought he played well today. He has to be scoring that chance to hit the post. I was celebrating. The fans looked like they were celebrating. Everyone around them looked like they were celebrating on the Manchester half, and he missed. But other than that, he was dribbling through Gomez and Trent Alexander-Arnold for days like it was nothing. And look, it's always nice to see the academy kids come up and they get a chance at what they've been dreaming for, to play for Manchester United, and especially in games like this. I will give Anthony Elanga, I'll give him a 6 as well. I thought he was decent, but not amazing, but I thought he played fairly well today. On to the right-hand side, Jadon Sancholini, my guy. What a performance. What a brilliant goal he scored. And some people told me, I think James Milner is still sliding. I think he is still sliding. I think he sent Van Dijk back to Southampton as well. Jadon Sancho, I'd have to say, absolutely phenomenal performance. He was terrorizing Andrew Robertson down their left-hand side, our right-hand side. And it was an exceptional performance from Jadon Sancho. Was putting in all sorts of good crosses, creating chances. It was marvelous from Jadon Sancho. Really impressed. I would give Jadon Sancho an 8. I thought he was phenomenal. Bruno Fernandes through the middle, and what did we see a whole lot of? We saw a whole lot of this, a whole lot of this, and a whole lot of this. Diving around constantly, just still doing the same old thing, still moaning, still groaning, but on his actual performance, he was everywhere. The man was pressing all over the pitch. He was immense today. Bruno Fernandes, I have to credit him. He had a brilliant performance today. I will give him a 7. And up front, Marcus Rashford, he gets an 8. I was a little bit skeptical of him initially being put up front, and I was proven wrong. He's another one who looks like he's lost his way, but he had a brilliant performance today. Like Bruno, he was all over the pitch, pressing all over the place, and you have to give it to him. It takes composure to score the goal that he scored today, and he maintained composure. He terrorized Trent Alexander-Arnold. He terrorized Joe Gomez. Terrorized Virgil van Dijk, and he was brilliant today. And I can't fault him. His runs were good. His pressing game was brilliant. Everywhere, as I mentioned, just a really, really good performance. Marcus Rashford gets an 8. Substitutes off the bench. Fred did fairly well, but only had about 35 minutes, so I'll give him a 6. The other substitutions: Cristiano Ronaldo, Donny van de Beek, Aaron Wan-Bissaka didn't have enough time, so 5. Anthony Martial now came on in the 45th minute. For me, he changed everything. He was Virgil van Dijk's worst nightmare. He bullied him, and he made his life absolutely miserable in that game when he came on. His intelligence, the touch, and the way and the vision he saw of that pass to play through that gap, to play Rashford in for that second goal. Oh my word. That takes a footballing brain, and it takes footballing intelligence to do that. And it shows how badly we've missed Anthony Martial. And for me, he needs to start in the next game. Against Southampton, he was brilliant today. Martial gets an 8. And the manager, Erik ten Hag, I will give Erik ten Hag I was about to say 7. I'll go with a 7.5. I think the lineups was a little skeptical, but at the same time, he got everything right. But one thing I felt like he should have made substitutions earlier, especially the Cristiano Ronaldo one, especially where it looked like we were sort of ready to fade out of the attack and start to just defend. I felt like we should have gone for the third goal and killed off the game. So I was bringing on Donny van de Beek. I felt like we should have made those changes earlier. But yeah, Erik ten Hag gets a 7.5. And for Liverpool, just didn't really turn up today. Some standout players, I'll name Harvey Elliott. I thought had a really, really good game. I thought he was superb today. Probably the best player on the pitch, to be honest with you. And Alisson, I thought he was okay, all right. But for me, the standout player is definitely Harvey Elliott. And Liverpool just didn't look like they turned up today. Winless in 3 games. And for the Liverpool's fans' sake, hopefully they'll turn it around. I know they will. But they've gotten off to a bizarre start. So I'm one to talk, but yeah, it's hard to say, especially with so many injuries and absentees missing from this game. We wonder where Liverpool would go from here. But there you have it. There is your post-match interview / player ratings. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1, and Manchester United finally securing their first win of the new season. Thank you so much for your time watching this, and let us know in the comments down below, what are your thoughts on the topics that have been in store in this feature of Premier League Primetime in the comments down below. Smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and be sure to check out our other platforms on Instagram, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, and wherever you are watching this in the world. We hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.